Kasunod ng Senado, pinagtibay na rin ng Kamara martial law sa Mindanao. Kaugnay niya, makakausap natin live dito sa studio si Albay Representative Edsa Lagman. Magandang umaga po sa inyo, Congressman Lagman. Unang-una po ay
Good morning, Howie. Good morning, Cara.
Unang-una po, Congressman, narinig natin yung balita ng friendly fire dito sa Marawi City. 10 sundalo yung napatay ng kasama nila sa army or sa armed forces na nasa chopper, gunship. Ano po yung reaction ninyo dito?
Palagay ko hindi na kailangan ng kaaway kung ang government forces mismo ay ang pumapatay sa kanilang men on the ground. Ito ay resulta ng post-facto justification of the declaration of martial law. Pinapalabas talaga na meron dyan na violence, armed conflict, etc. Pero maliban dyan sa friendly fire, galing mismo sa person ng gobyerno, ang gobyerno mismo, through the military, admitted yesterday sa amin na briefing, na hindi naman ito confidential, para pwedeng i-disclose sa media, na ang military mismo ang nagsimula ng conflict sa Marawi City. Sapagkat,
paano po ang pagkakasabi nila na ang militar ang nagsimula nitong conflict na ito?
Well, unang-una sinabi nila na totoo na they initiated the military operation upang i-capture o i-neutralize si Hapilon, high-profile terrorist. At ito naman ay, ang sabi nila, ay was caused the Maui group to react. So in other words, ang una nagsimula ay talaga yung militar, and they admitted that. Si General Mison, the Vice Chief of Staff of the Armed Forces of the Philippines, admitted during our briefing na it was government-initiated.
At itong atake ng Maute is retaliatory.
Retaliatory. In other words, wala talagang agenda sa simulat to take over the Marawi City. Kaya,
ang Maute.
Ang Maute. Yun lumalabas sa briefing sa amin. So in other words, wala talagang factual basis ang sinasabing rebellion.
So yung invasion at rebellion na sinasabi, you don't subscribe to this? Hindi kayo naniniwala dito?
Well, walang factual basis dun mismo sa presentasyon, sa evidence na naibigay sa amin ng military establishment at ng police authorities.
Okay, may sinabi si Senator Lacson a few days after this crisis started. Sabi niya, parang hindi na natuto sa mamasapano. I found that intriguing. No? May doon sa briefing sa inyo, ano ba yung mga information na lumabas na maaring may parallel doon sa naganap sa Mamasapano, where there was 44 SAF troopers who were killed and surrounded by local people?
Walang masyadong nasabi sa amin tungkol dyan sa kaugnayan ng mga incidents na yan. Ngunit doon sa amin briefing, merong mga nakalagay doon sa video slides na even against the position of the government. Nakasabi doon, nakalista yung mga foreign fighters all over the world in alliance with ISIS. At kada bansa merong estimated number of soldiers. Pagdating sa Pilipinas, nakalagay doon, undetermined. Pagkatapos meron sinabi doon sa amin na yung military authorities daw preempted na yung grand plan ng Maute to take over Marawi or other places. Kung preempted na, bakit pa magde-declare ng martial law?
So what you're saying is that kung hindi inatake o hindi nagsagawa ng operation ang militar doon, hindi mangyayari ang lahat ng ito?
Well, posibleng hindi mangyari, posibleng nangyari, but ano ang factual basis ng martial law?
Okay.
Ang factual basis ay nagkagulo doon sapagkat merong military operation initiated by the Armed Forces of the Philippines.
Okay, let's take up this whole martial law question. I mean, is it now moot and academic dahil only Congress can revoke it, no? Pero apparently Congress has decided not to have a joint session with the Senate, which is empowered, the only thing empowered to revoke the declaration by the president.
Well, Congress has abandoned its constitutional duty as the first line of defense or review ng declaration of martial law. Both the Senate, nauna pa ang Senado, sumunod ang mababang kapulungan. And the Congress, both houses, violated the constitutional mandate na kailangan mag-joint session, mag-joint voting para ma-assess kung i-revoke ba o hindi ang martial law.
So, there was a violation.
There's a patent violation because separate yung action at ang problema pa dyan, under cover of secrecy.
So, if there's a violation, ano po ang posibleng mangyari na violate ng House at saka ng Senado?
Wala. Posible itong magpapile ng mga petitions sa Supreme Court, ang patalakayin, hindi lang yung factual basis ng martial law declaration, pero yung ginawa ng Kongreso na hindi sununod ang mandato ng saligang batas.
Okay, with that, maraming salamat po, Albay Representative Edsel Lagman.